Tick, tick, tick. That's it. He's already in his comfy place. Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, we're cracking open a new bottle of Redwood Empire Emerald Giant. That's just a big bottle right there.
I actually like their labeling
like
and their
everything. I really
packaging.
do.
Each one's different. So
I've seen this on a couple other people's things, and the reason I was drawn to it was exactly that. It's just a cool. It's a big, tall bottle.
Yeah,
One
of our tallest.
It looks like, and it has a neat. Each one of them has a
real sticker.
Correct.
Not just draped over.
This one is called the Emerald Giant. Like I said, it is 90 proof. It's 4 years old. Estimated about that. It was $39.99 is what I got it for. Yeah, that's when I bought it, because I think they sometimes a little bit more than that. So this is a sourced whiskey from undisclosed distilleries in supposedly California and Indiana. I'm shying more towards Indiana because it is a 95.5 rye. This one happens to be a rye whiskey. They make a variety of different ones. So 95% rye, 5% malted barley. The distillery itself that they actually do the aging and the blending or whatever they do with it, I think it's just the aging of it, is in the heart of the Russian Valley wine region in Sonoma, California, County, California. It's named, the Emerald Giant is named after one of the fastest growing redwood trees in the world. And the thing with this company is for every bottle they sell, they swear to plant the tree. So it's just, it's the whole, the hat did not cut it. It did not cut it properly, so the tab is not coming off. But, so which is a cool little concept, because at least it's giving back too, besides. But,
unlike this wrapper.
I have been to the Redwood Forest in the California. It is absolutely impressive. It's crazy that a tree could be bigger than your
car.
Truck. That, yeah, you can literally drive into it. Nice.
Oh, look at the...
Did you see the little smoke?
It's still there.
What is that?
It's a first.
That is a first, but geez, that was almost like a gunshot right there.
First and now scary.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think I've ever had one that smoked.
No, we have not. Or two blind bats. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I never paid attention enough to see it smoking. But overall, I was super excited when I saw these. I saw, full disclosure, or not, don't pay attention to this part, spoiler alert, but I did see the whole set that I know of, that the three of them, so I was all excited, because I haven't seen these. Like, it's not something you see all the time. I've seen them on people's bars, but I just happen to see them. Like, they might be around all the time, but I never paid attention. And I was like, ooh, look at that. It was like a bing, bing, bing. So I was like, ooh, let me try these.
I think there's a couple more, to be honest.
They might actually be.
So I'll have to take note or take a picture of what you have.
Which ones I have?
Yeah.
Definitely gives me that.
I believe, because I was actually looking at going, that's a pretty neat little concept.
Well, you know, I like actually.
And weird shit for me is good. So.
Again, for selling from a distance, you can't get a taller bottle with a cool little. I was like, what is that with a little giant on it? You know what I mean? Like, it's a cool little concept.
It's probably the closest.
Other than, well, the High West has that nice tall bottle, and I always like theirs.
It's close.
Yeah.
So
it is too.
Yeah.
It draws you to it. The Pinhook has a cool
color.
Has the cool wax tops too, which kind of draws you to them.
It has the right nose.
Yeah. Oh no, big time. It smells like a. It smells like an MGP, the minty pine MGP type rye, 90 proof.
I've only hit my nose and everywhere else where I'm supposed to not hit so far.
It's usually me, and I bring it up and it splashes in my eyeball. That has a nice minty flavor too, though. Actually, though, that
I was gonna say caramelesque. It's got, to me, it had like a sweet.
I did the quick sip, so
yeah, I did your little baby sip so we could compare.
It was actually like,
but
refreshing.
Swishing though screws me in.
Well, not this week. It didn't.
No, because
it screwed me, because I switched it and I thought it was a higher proof.
Yeah, see, that swishing now lately is not helping me at all. As you can see, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, I actually did on the last one. I bumped up my proof.
It's got a nice flavor going down.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually very good. Well, how much was this? $40.
You know, you get that nice rye flavor, but I really am getting the oak flavor too. You are getting that,
but it's that
sweet oak. It's still on my tongue, and I did it.
Tongue and
good.
Here. Not way down, but
it's like not. Here. Yeah, it's not giving
like
you like the Kentucky. No, it is a good oily coating. It's still on my tongue. I was gonna wait to talk, but we're good.
That's
20.
impossible.
Well, it's a good. Well, sometimes I sit there like a zombie, and you're like, "What are you doing?" And that's why it's a good 20, like 30 seconds now. I bet. No, I don't. Shut up. It's still on my tongue. Like honestly, when it comes to like a coating, this is actually right there. 90 proof. This drink's like it's a higher proof. Because it sits longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it really sits longer.
Whenever,
some people say they get black licorice with rye. I have yet to get a black licorice out of it.
So I think you and I are leaning more towards like the minty pine.
The minty pine is the black licorice.
No, because that's not what it smells like.
No, I know
you
that.
You know black licorice.
I know. I hate black licorice.
Or anise. Oh yeah.
So
we all said, my mother used to love to buy that, or our mother used to love to buy that because she'd be the only one eating it.
Yeah, because she'd get the
We'd all fight over the red.
You get the good and plenty. We'd eat the other ones that weren't
good
the
and fruity
licorice.
for us.
Yeah, but that was the one. I said that to Ryan, and Tammy's like, "What the hell's a good and?" I'm like, "You didn't have good and fruity. They don't make it anymore. It's Mike and Ike came before them, but that's the good and fruity where good and fruity came from." We just did a review.
No, I know, but I don't know. It's two different companies.
Yeah, and I think Mike and Ike was actually first.
That may be true, but I don't know if Good and Plenty and Good and Fruity are done.
No, Good and Plenty isn't.
I was going to say Good and Plenty. I know for a fact you can get a
Good and Fruity. You can't get. I think they discontinued it.
That could be. I don't know. Watch that review on that channel. Jerky Sauce is Zero, since he plugs this channel.
Well, yeah, he does plug me every day. That's my son's channel. We do food reviews, and we actually did a thing on them, but we talked about that because my mother used to get, and again, we always wondered why, because the Good and Plenty, half of them are the black licorice, and we all hated black licorice, but
they're all.
She like
only it was a white coat and a purple
white, yeah, but they weren't. One wasn't as bad as the other. They were all bad. They were all bad.
It was still black licorice in between.
I gotta be honest, this is absolutely delicious.
No, it is very good.
You know,
it's got a sweet little flavor.
I always say I'm a bourbon. I like bourbon. I like the bourbon, but I really every time I have a rye one, I'm like it has that nice happy flavor.
Nose wise, I really like the good bourbon's nose. Is better to me than the rye, but flavor wise, and
they always seem proofier.
Right. If you want to do a lower proof but taste a little stronger, like again. And you're not gonna want to mix a $40 bottle, most likely. But if you were a mixer, if you did a heavy rye and did a mix, it would.
If you did like an old fashioned with it, because it usually costs for rye. This would be really good.
Right. And we've never made.
I don't mix.
We may do something stupid one day, but
yeah. As a norm though, now I drink them.
Yeah, no.
This is actually so drinkable though. I'm trying. I mean,
it's good.
The closest one. I mean, that was what was that though? That was like 115 proof. I mean, this kind of reminds me of like Riverboat. When we've done, but I said that last time with this one, and it didn't. It is a 95.5 rye, so you're not getting as much of the caramel-esque flavors. You're getting
even going down
rye. You're getting that rye. Well, you had mentioned it in that last sip, and I was like, I wasn't getting. I get that
minty nose,
minty pine needles,
and a little sweetness going down, but then it's.
You get the barrel notes though, where you're getting that like sweet oak flavor, where you can get the vanilla and like a little brown sugar.
Right. You couldn't bring that one down.
I could. I don't know if it would overpower it though.
I'm thinking it will.
Okay, don't twist my arm. We gotta give it a try. I'm gonna have to pull one of the Redwood though. This one though is 100. I don't have my glasses. What does that say? 50. I can't see what it says. This is like 100 and something proof though.
114.
114, and that was 90. So this should actually blow it away flavor-wise.
Oh, we should know. Definitely, you should know proof-wise, but.
Well, even flavor, because it's less water that's going in. So you don't yell at me that I gave you less.
No, but even color.
Well, I don't remember how many years. Because this is 4 years, though.
You can do all that reading. I'm not.
No, well, I don't know if it says it on the bottle. I know I did the research when I did it, but I also researched other ones. So
that was very good as well.
This was actually very good, and this was $47.99, so it's a step up because this was $39.99. But
it's 14.
I've seen these more than these, though.
Like I said, so
I think this only comes out once a year.
When I went to a store, there was like four or five different colors. So proof.
Oh.
No.
There you go. We pay attention. I'm looking for something. I don't even know what it is. But all right, that's not the review, anyways.
No.
I don't know what I'm looking for anymore. Definitely color-wise, it's definitely darker.
Oh yeah. But the nose in this is a tasty nose.
Total different too on that nose.
It's almost like a stronger minty pie.
It is a stronger mint. It is definitely. I'm like, why can't I see? There you go. It is stronger, but then again, there's more alcohol in it. So stronger on the pine.
This is a very good drinker.
Very good. I agree.
And sweetness and barrel notes going down. It's very good. And I like their labeling. I just like the little. I like it.
Not gonna lie, I do like the proof of this one though. Not that I'm a proof on, but this does drink beautiful.
No, we said that.
Like,
and I'm not.
Have you tried it yet?
No.
We're
not disappointed that
we
bought the different colors.
I would 100% not be disappointed in this one. And that's why we were gonna do a mash mix-up. We'll give full disclosure. We have the Santa sack's overflowing again because we're going nuts over here. So we were going to do a mash mix-up of rye because we do have a generous amount of rye. So if you are interested in that, leave a comment down below and we may get to it. But with that being said, I was almost going to exclude this one because being that it's such a higher proof than the other ones,
it's gonna smoke.
It will dominate.
We would know.
It'll dominate because it just has that much more flavor and taste. But
if you're going for like a nice drinker,
smooth.
This is by far, this is very good.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for a little more of a proof while you're sipping, that one really takes the cake.
And this one might be a little bit more expensive when it comes to some of the bottles.
And you might not be able to find it as readily either.
No, but this one is right around all the rye prices too. I think this one would actually hold its own, if not win, in an actual blind.
If you didn't put that one in.
No, that one I think we'd almost have to exclude. That would have to be when we get enough high rye, like high proof ryes, and then throw that in the mix. I think anything that stays like under 100, if we could keep, or at the very least like Wild Turkey 101, because that one is more of a, what I remember of it, it's been a while.
I want to say this has more flavor though.
I haven't drank it.
We actually
I hear the dog.
So we should have probably brought that one down. Because we knew this was proof-wise, so I'll do it.
The 101 instead?
Yeah, we should have.
That one to me it's a low rye. It would, to me, honestly, Riverboat probably would have competed more. What is the proof on River? That's 90. Riverboat would have been the one we should have brought down. But
we wanted to taste
the thing is this one was so good.
It is still good.
That I wanted to see, can this one, and when it goes back to back like that extra 10 proof really makes a difference. But you have to be a rye person. You have to be a rye person though, because it really does give you that minty pineapple. It's totally, and it's not like a peppermint. It's like a winter mint.
I think it isn't even that.
It's not spearmint.
No, it's definitely not spearmint.
And it's not peppermint.
Nope.
It's not cinnamon.
Definitely not.
So it's
a Mike and Ike created mint.
It's a mint I haven't figured out yet, but I always want to say like a winter mint, which is kind of in between.
I guess I'll have to get some. Try it. Even we got the Tic Tacs winter mint.
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing, there's a lot of stuff back there. Two goofballs are like sniffing and trying to just see So we get better notes, but
I'm like a crazy person. Even when I go in the store, I'm in the candy section and I'm looking for all the different flavors and the different tastes on, ooh, will this give me a, so now I can refer back to.
This actually has a mintier flavor.
I don't know if it's mintier. It definitely has you can taste the sweetness of the yolk. I'm getting more of a vanilla I don't want to really say caramel. What I'm going to say that vanilla caramel, like that vanilla brown sugar mix from the oak in this one. I get more of an oaky flavor where I get more of the rye.
I could almost even get
minty.
like brown sugar a little bit behind the mint.
Oh no, I can get it out of that too. Yeah. But I think taste wise, on the end, not so much when you put it in your mouth, but as it comes down, like towards the finish, you start getting that oak.
Yeah.
Where you get that nice, the brown sugar. You get it, but I think it follows all the way through. Yeah. And this one, you kind of are more riding on minty pineapple, the pine tree. You know what I mean? Where you get that rye spice the whole way, the cooking flavors all the way through. Not so much the barrel.
I don't think you're going to go bad either way.
I think this is absolutely delicious. I would hands down buy this one again.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like this is...
Selling-wise, label-wise... The whole kit and caboodle.
Sitting on a shelf.
If you're a rye person,
this intrigues me whether it's rye or not. Like I'd be like, what is that?
Yeah,
with the it's a big bottle with the giant on it. I think everything. I think marketing, flavor wise, I don't think you did wrong with a $40 bottle. The juice inside is worth. The marketing that they put on the outside of the bottle, type of deal.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I think it's a complete package. Being that they didn't actually brew this, they sourced it and did whatever they do to make it theirs, I think it's delicious. They say it's a combination of California and Indiana. Is it just MGP? But then again, you know what? MGP, supposedly, a lot of their juice is drying up. They're not subbing it out anymore. They're making their own. And they should have. They've been selling it to a billion other people.
So their little story is, make a neat label, tell a weird story, true or not true, and it sells. Mm-hmm. So... if you can find it, I would try it.
My whole thing is when I seen it too, and I was like, oh, the Redwoods. Absolutely beautiful country if you've never been out there. If we were lucky enough to have any of the viewers that are actually watching from that area in California, it's incredible to drive through the Redwood Forest. Incredible. It really was. It was like...
Never been.
I was like, the whole way through. You don't get phone reception, by the way. Them trees are monstrous. But... and you're driving on this dirt road like this. But it was so much fun and something I'll never forget. But absolutely gorgeous out there. So, there you go.
So, to compare the West Coast, I would go here. And go by this store and go right by that flavor.
Liquor-wise. If you've
correct.
ever been, don't go to Yellowstone now because it actually just fell under a river. But... that is incredible.
I'm sure it is.
It's incredible. I don't want to.
Liquor-wise?
Yeah, liquor-wise.
Go here.
Hands down, I would take this one over that one.
And we've even gone back.
Beauty-wise, though, this is like 3 different countries. It's incredible when you go out there. Driving through Yellowstone National Park it's like driving through a zoo.
That was 10 years ago.
It's like driving through a zoo.
Not now. No, not now.
No, not now, because again, it's
closed.
The river that it runs right along everything tore off half of the roads out there. But it's just it's insane out there. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
And there you go. Back to the liquor.
Oh yes.
that one wins. Liquor wise, I don't recommend this over 90% of the stuff we've drank actually for the price. If this was $20 bourbon, I wouldn't even crap on it. But for $50.
20, you're right. You are correct.
I wouldn't bother. That'd be decent bourbon, not for 50. But for it's just 30 tops.
And if somebody disagrees, then tell us what you think is good in that.
Maybe we got a bad bottle. And if someone actually adamantly says that, I could try to get another one. But he bought that one. So honestly, maybe we got one. But it's just they just changed the label. They don't change the juice in it, I don't think. So we didn't go back in and
there's a different picture up there. He's getting it.
Yeah. So I'm the one who talked you out of buying all of them.
You are.
You were going to buy all of them, and I was like, let's just try one. So, anyways, back to this one.
I didn't listen to him in Pinhook though, but
so far that's phenomenal.
No,
So I can't wait to try. We might have other ones, but I can't wait to try them, honestly, because
I'm with you.
this one's really good. But you also bought all the high proof ones, which the flavor.
I know, but you got Candyland ones in your little backwards.
We did have, yeah. Well,
Which
I
we
thought
should-
they were the ones you actually had because they
No.
were the same.
No.
The funny thing is, I think it's the same horse,
It could be, but
but they just lower proof
it's
it.
a different color.
I wouldn't even want that.
It's a different.
It is a different color.
Well, only
I guess it would contrast in taste.
only
you
because,
can see what the difference
correct.
with the water
Only
would do.
because there's people that like that.
No, you could see what the difference the water would do on that. I just was looking at the price. I remember what you told me you paid and what I seen was cheaper. But I didn't realize there were two different proofs with the same horse. I just remember the name of the horse. That's why.
And I went back and looked at pictures and I'm like, it can't be. But,
yeah.
So and yours were close to like I think it was 96 and 100 or something.
Yeah, they were all mine were all under 100,
yeah.
and yours were all over,
Way over,
like 110, 120 in that range.
And I was just looking at drawing.
Yeah.
I mean, his side of the state, my side of the state, but
no, right. Again, it just goes to show.
So the first one we've done was very good.
That one was
if
very
the
good.
rest of them are anywhere close, we may go get the low
And
proof.
stay tuned. We may find that out right now. So
if they're
yeah, no, right. That one was
so some people like
that was a rye anyway, so that was actually really good. That was you know what I mean. But they make make
right
other
here.
things than ryes anyway. So right. Well, I just wanted to double check, but honestly, this one, hands down, I would buy that again.
Yes,
Definitely buy it again. So there you go. We'll leave it at that. So that being said,
because it's low.
spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Cheers.
I was gonna pour more. Look, I got less than you.
I say pinhook for last for me.
This one's really good though.
They both are.